I'm Fabio Guerini, Product Manager for Mappe's Sealing and Bonding line. Today, I would like to present Ultrabond MS Rapid, a deformable assembly adhesive for internal and external use, characterized by its high initial bond and extraordinary final strength. It's the ideal product for bonding almost any building material quickly and strongly, instead of using screws, nails, or any other type of mechanical fastener. Anyone who needs to bond building components or construction features, especially to walls or ceilings, will appreciate the sucker effect of adhesive, which means it has sufficient initial strength to hold the bonded object in place by itself, even after just a few seconds, and stop it from slipping or becoming detached. To demonstrate the high sucker effect of Ultrabond MS Rapid, compared with a typical assembly adhesive offered by our competitors, let's try to bond two bricks, one weighing 1.2 kilograms. On the first brick, we extrude two parallel beads of Ultrabond MS Rapid assembly adhesive. While on the second brick, we extrude two parallel beads of normal assembly adhesive. We then immediately press down on both bricks with a metal trowel and hold them for a few seconds to make them bond to the beads of fresh adhesive. We now lift the two trowels to simulate a tensile load, bonding an item to a ceiling, for example. While the adhesives are still fresh, both adhesives are able to hold the brick without it falling. Now let's rotate the trowels by 90 degrees to simulate a shear load, bonding an item to a vertical surface, for example. Only Ultrabond MS Rapid is able to hold the brick in place without letting it slip, thanks to its high sucker effect. The competitor's assembly adhesive is unable to hold the brick because it has a limited sucker effect. With Ultrabond MS Rapid, let's now double the weight by bonding two bricks with three parallel beads. Then we immediately press down on the brick with a metal trowel and hold it for a few seconds to make it bond to the beads of fresh adhesive. We now lift the trowel to simulate a tensile load, bonding an item to a ceiling, for example. Even though the Ultrabond MS Rapid is still fresh, the adhesive holds the two bricks without letting them fall. Now, let's rotate the trowel by 90 degrees to simulate a shear load, bonding an item to a vertical surface, for example. In this case too, the high sucker effect of Ultrabond MS Rapid is able to hold the bricks in place vertically without letting them slip. With Ultrabond MS Rapid, let's double the weight again by bonding 4 bricks and 3 parallel beads. We now lift the trowel to simulate a tensile load, bonding an item to a ceiling, for example. Even though the Ultrabond MS Rapid is still fresh, the adhesive holds the 4 bricks without letting them fall. Once it is completely set, Ultrabond MS Rapid assembly adhesive forms a strong, tough, long-lasting bond on many different absorbent and non-absorbent building materials. Different types of adhesive behave differently and have different levels of deformability. Cementitious adhesives are rigid, and when they are subjected to heavy loads, they exhibit brittle failure. Epoxy adhesives are moderately deformable but also exhibit brittle failure. Ultrabond MS Rapid assembly adhesive, however, is highly deformable and exhibits ductile failure. Thanks to its level of deformability, Ultrabond MS Rapid adhesive allows you to bond different materials with different behavior, compensating for their different thermal deformation without the risk of brittle failure, which would lead to sudden detachment. As with all moisture-hardening adhesives, when bonding objects with a large surface area, Ultrabond MS Rapid must be applied in vertical parallel beads 10 to 15 centimeters apart. If we look at what happens when the beads of adhesive are at the correct distance, even after pressing the bonded elements together, there is still a natural air corridor, which allows the adhesive to set fully at the maximum rate.